Awesome in gaming, like this. We saw Against the Storm, and it's still, like, we're still looking into it, but when we went through all of the builders and so on, because we do want to build something with you guys, Frostpunk kind of looked like the way to go. I just... Oh, there's Frostpunk 2 out now. Claim a free building. Interesting. Endless mode, a new home. It looked a little bit more like it gave you an adventure to follow, and we also wanted something where you could go mining. Charcoal kilns can deal with excess wood simply by turning it into coal. Where you had like more than just staples. Like everyone is making staples these days, and we wanted raw materials, so not just wood, but also metals and so on that go into it. So interaction with neighbors being a little bit more first person and a little bit less map-like. And then also, when you build your civilization, having more interaction with nature and natural products and so on, a little bit less into goods. It seemed like this was kind of going to bring it to the table. There's many theories about what caused the global winter, despite much research. No one can say for sure what happened. Also, I come from the edge.
Still cold world. No horizon in sight. The rulers of old, stripped of pride and glory.
Doesn't look like it was on.
It feels as yesterday we were turning the wheels of progress.
They said there was motion, but there was no motion.
Until the frost stopped it all.
Wow, look, hey.
Suddenly, without a warning. When tides had changed, they changed for all of us, no matter wealth or class. We've lost our world to snow, and with it, our last traces of humanity.
Just get buried in it. I mean, that happens every winter where I'm from. It's been getting especially brutal lately. It's interesting.
We bid farewell to plenty, and for those who remained came the time to adapt. We decided to leave our homes and head north.
Where it's colder. Head north where it's colder.
We had roamed for weeks, maybe months, leaving behind all the things we once believed had made us.
Oh my goodness, he's grinding the gears here, son.
It was hope that pushed us forward. Slowly, step by step. We knew the cost of our journey.
What cost?
And we paid the price.
What price?
100 times.
Oh, lost companions, wow.
Finally, the time has come to build the last city on Earth.
Quite the statement. So they went north to build the last city on Earth? New home. We fled from London and crossed the sea to reach the frozen north. On the way, our convoy was hit by a blizzard and scattered. A handful of us managed to reach the site of the generator, only to find it frozen solid and abandoned. Why is no one here? Did any of our people survive the blizzard, or any others out there? Whatever we do, we should expect the worst now that the world as we know it crumbled. We have to survive. So that's what really drew me to this. It centralized this need, like an immediate need to build and survive. Fight the cold. We need to get the generator working. It provides heat to power the other buildings without it will freeze to death. Stockpile some coal and start the generator. Okay, so this will do stockpiles. We need to stockpile coal. No issues. Resource capacity production notes. Food rations. Okay. Generator inoperative. Steam level on rate shut down. Steam level on coal. We need 6 coal to turn this on. Alright, so what do we need to do? We need to find it. Coal pile. Let's gather the resources. I which I double click? No. Do I have full controller support? I do not. So this is mouse and keyboard. It's behind my head here. Let's get some workers on this. How many do I have? 15. I have 2 pull piles. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. Okay. Engineers. Why would I need an engineer for that? Seems unlikely. What do I need here? I need food pretty badly. Food ration production is stopped. It will last for less than an hour. What is this? Wooden crates. Get somebody on these. Steel wreckage. Get 80 homeless, and I need to get a generator working. So we'll stack up 1 full for the rest of our workers. Alright. Make sure that we get that in there. Alright, inoperative. Steam level. Generator is off. I'm gonna turn it on. Need to get my people housed. 80 homeless. Going to work. I'm resting. Alright, so I have heat now. These are my buildings. No, those are my stockpiles. So how do I get buildings? Let's get some people in here. See how fast we can buff that up. Wood crates. Okay. And buy structures. Fight the cold. Work time. You can kind of hammer away at that. They're maxed. Put a couple more people on this. More people on this. So like I said, there was a harvesting aspect to this that I didn't see in a lot of the other games. Build a coal mine here. Right. We can pull some engineers off. Do I have engineers? I don't think I'll run out of food. Build a coal mine here to start extraction. Look the laws, economy. Workforce, it's all working. Status, coal pile, like 1 coal pile is kind of taking over. Buildings, requires at least 1 worker. Okay. Wood crates, I'm getting some. Steel wreckage, I'm getting some. There's no food processing going on. How do I do that? Health status, housing temperature. There's no housing and there's no food. So I need to get on that. Adaptation. Find ways to battle sickness. Emergency. Food additives. Radical treatment. Sustained life. Cemetery. Child shelters. Lighting arena. Emergency shield. Sometimes you have to concentrate on the task at hand, the cost of losing or die. You can force workers in any facility to work for the next 24 hours. Raise discontent. Get child shelters in there. Children will spend the day in shelters. They're going to do all day watch the snowfall. Display discontent. It's going to do something useful when we're doing it. Shelter. Wait, 17 hours to sign a new law. So I have to temper what I'm doing, construction, with how it affects my people. Use a construction menu at the bottom of the screen to order construction based on buildings. Additional placement, other placement. Okay, we need to build. just sign up? That's interesting. I have 10 potential workers and I'm just waiting. There we go.
Workday ends. It's off time.
So the child shelter doesn't get done just yet. I'm going to need food and I don't see. There we go. Hunter's Hut, Cookhouse. No adjacent shelter. We need a lot of buildings fast. Oh. Medical station, resources, gathering post. Storage capacity for children resource. We need a certain amount of wood and steel. I wonder if I can place this anywhere. It won't really tell me until I'm done. Oh, wow. Okay, we don't want to do that. We don't want to dismantle anything. Dismantle, build streets. Eventually I'll be building those. Right now we're focused on staying alive. Okay. Can't do anything for another 14 hours. So at the beginning, resource gathering is slow, but it's an extremely satisfying way to build because you can see what is coming out of the environment as well as what's going into it. Obviously in strategy games where you fight a lot more, you're not going to run into that as much. Child shelters, readying the children are safe inside. People can work without worrying that something will happen to their kids. So it, initially causes some discontent, and your hope is starting to rise in that combat set. Doesn't look like we lost anyone to the cold, but we're in a little bit of danger. Cookhouse is inoperative. We got storage, we have no workers. Requires at least one worker. We've got a couple of engineers that we can assign there. Stockpiles, capacity, raw food. We're getting some food in. Resource depots have been built yet. We should probably grab one. Every night. I'm going to need to produce raw food, but I don't have the resources for it. I'm hacking away at these as fast as I can. Again, I need a stockpile. I've got people in tents faster than I'm getting, for instance, wood or steel. Not too discontented though, so I can pretty much wait it out while they gather resources. Another coal pile, but all of my people are already hard at work. It's nighttime. It's negative 20 Celsius. We're surrounded by a giant glacier. Looks like we're making the most out of pretty much everything. Ooh, an iron ore deposit. So we can build a steelworks. Resources. This is cool. It's got a little bit of foreground going on there. Our hope is pretty good. Permanent modifiers, temporary modifiers. Promise to build desirable law. Citizen needs lack of shelter. So the kids are out of the cold, but we don't have enough shelters for our people. Our homeless is only down to 70. So we need to build a better shelter. Shelter for 10 people to sleep inside a tent. Oh, wow. Okay. Need more resources. So they're basically working 24 hours in order to stay warm. You don't actually have to make that a law. Let me see what's happening here. 23 steel, only 3 wood, so it's 1 on my wooden crates. Looks like I broke all of them down. Oh, there we go. We're still breaking down wooden crates. I wonder why that's going so slowly. Staying home, resting, staying home. Yeah. My person doesn't have any shelter from that. We're forced to sleep on the ground. Whoa. So we have 2 sick. And it tells you their names, so they're putting a face to it. Any mismanagement, and you just 0 days, in 5 hours I can make them work through the night. Fortunately, it's gonna make me look like a horrible person, but it'll stop people from getting so gravely sick. They just have a cold right now, but they have to stay inside where it's warm. I just don't have the resources to make shelters. People aren't expected to understand that sort of thing. So we have people with free time. I need wood pretty badly, so I'm gonna have to get outside of here. We can keep like this, going like this for a while. At least we're alive and not everyone's so lucky. We are gathering some food. So I need housing badly. I need a hunter's, some sort of hunter's lodge. And then if I can get people to stay at work, then they'll stay out of the cold a little better. And comfortable inhabitants can stay at this temperature. Thing. Wooden crates. There look like there are other wooden crates. I'm not seeing where. If I pass a law that people have to work for 24 hours, then am I going to turn around and revoke that law? Is the question. Alright, so it's daytime and they're going back out to work. I still don't have very much going on for resources, so right now I'm waiting. It's horrible to watch them go out and gather these resources. The sun is coming out.
Work time! Get moving!
If they sleep close enough to the generator, apparently it does keep them warm enough. We need more buildings. We also need more food. Down to 86. Do a tent. Can't quite do a hunter's outlook. You can build a road eventually, but right now they're just burrowing towards their workplaces. Grades. 88 an hour, so we should be able to build. There's huts. 1 unit. Food is used to prepare. Not adjacent to settlement. Okay. Interesting. Not adjacent to settlement. I don't know if it doesn't go active. There we go. We'll put it right by one of, some of the housing. Looking for workers. As soon as we have some people available, get that in there. But right now we're worried about the tent. That should be up next. We can look and see how much wood we have. So we're working the wooden crates. Let's see if we can find more. Steel wreckage. Here's some wooden crates. Employees available. Do I have everyone else on? Wool piles. Take them off of that and onto wooden crates. Make survival a little bit easier, and they can get out there now, so. Alright, so we're beating the cold, but we're losing food. Generator helps with reassuring warmth. Shouldn't take it for granted. If the generator goes down, the city dies. Be mindful of coal reserves. We got steel reserves. That's the Union. There we go. We'll send them over here to work on the hunter's tent. I still have so many homeless. Alright, so we have about 2 days worth of rations, but no raw food. That'll get rectified. We can stretch out our rations. We need to get people in the buildings. We'll let that take care of itself. That'll drop me down to around maybe 40 homeless. These people are still just sleeping by generators, You can get kids to work on things, but that would put them out in the cold. particularly efficient. That needs the hunter's house to finish. Only about 2 hours left there. What can I do as far as the law goes? Adaptation. Child shelters, medic rooms. So we can menace them. Education is key to our future. Let's teach the children medicine. The engineers sleep. Could really use a medical facility. We'll have them help with engineers right now, though.
Hear me! New law in the city.
They can work on the shelters. We depend on engineers every day for our lives in the city. It's time for the children to start earning their keep, too. Alright, so we upped our workforce. Interesting layout. Definitely into survival, you know. If you want to keep building with us, you know, drop us a comment. Link in the description below if you want to play along. Also, there's Gamer Grind, Gamer Coffee shipped to your door. Put your logo on merch for like nothing bucks so you can support ours. We love when you support the Pirate Queen. A lot of fun. They have like gamer branded coffee, etc. at KOFI. Buy this chick a coffee $1 or Patreon. You can support us on a more monthly style subscription. If you want us to continue with this basic resources secured for now, we try to rescue the people we left behind, build a beacon, scout call sign, and save survivors from our expedition. Need a workshop to design plans for more advanced buildings. So it's kind of given me, you know, need a medical post too. It's kind of given me a manifesto here. Where I don't like to build this close to us. And we could certainly use, for instance, more shelter. But we have, you know, other things. Gather resources from nearby. Okay, so if I were doing the round the clock, I would work on that. But as it is, we can just kind of build as we go. If you want to see more of this, for instance, and you just want to see it in bits and pieces, you can throw us a subscription on Patreon or mention something on Coffee KOFI. We just want to thank you back in London. It was only the wealthy that didn't have to send kids and work. Now, this new world you're creating, we can see that things will be different. It was very close to you. Cool. So we're working our way up. Like I said, if you do want to see more, you have a couple options to that, including dropping a comment. Definitely hit subscribe, though. Totally free if you hit subscribe and hit the bell. What it'll do is pop up a little thumbnail, and you'll see if we're working on something that you're invested in, or if there's an indie game that you're interested in, a blockbuster. And we try to bring you something different, with different game mechanics or a different user interface. Kind of just keep things going. You know what I need is a medical facility. Shoot, I don't have the resources for it just yet. We'll get there. Shortly, it looks like. But yeah, like I said, so smash subscribe, hit the bell, see if you want to spend 10-15 minutes with us. Stuff like this tends to run towards 20. And just check out a game and see if you love it. We love you guys. We love that you're always along for the ride. We'll see you in the next video.